Rapper Nelly smacks down rumors of rape claims. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Tyrese continue their Fast and Furious feud. And do you know who the Last Jedi is? We've got the scoop and we'll fill you in. That's all on Splash, the paparazzi's own TV show. Rapper Nelly wants you to know that he has not been charged with a crime. The 42-year-old used the powers of Twitter to say, to be absolutely clear, he has not been charged with a crime, therefore no bail was required. He was released pending further investigation. Nelly's referring to the report that arrested for allegedly raping a woman while she was on his tour bus while it was parked in a Walmart lot in Washington. But his lawyer tells TMZ that he is the victim of a completely fabricated allegation, and he's confident there will be no charges. The lawyer adds that money, fame, and notoriety are the agenda. Nelly, who's currently on tour with Florida Georgia Line, did not perform his set the night after the news broke. Dwayne Johnson is defending his Fast and Furious spinoff with Jason Statham, even though not everybody is happy about it. Johnson wrote that he's pumped to build out the Fast and Furious franchise universe in a cool and exciting way, and he thanked Universal Studios for being tremendous partners who see the big picture. He added that he has tremendous respect for the franchise and just wants to create greater opportunities for fellow castmates. And if you don't like it, he's happy to beat that like a Cherokee drum. It's not clear if he's talking directly to Tyrese, but Tyrese was the one who called him out. A few days before, the singer-turned-actor slammed The Rock for making the Fast and Furious franchise about him, and then doubled down in another post about how Dwayne Johnson broke up the Fast family. So, what do you think about this escalating feud?
Iggy Azalea might want to keep booking performances because it sounds like she owes quite a bit of money. According to E! American Express is suing the rapper for $300,000 in credit card bills that she has failed to pay. Well, $299,147.81 to be exact. Strangely, it's reported that the total is $250,000 more than her card's limit. So you'd think that card would have been maxed out? Iggy hasn't made a statement about the suit, but it isn't her first run-in with financial issues. E! reports that in 2016, the United States government went after her with a $400,000 tax lien. Iggy reportedly explained that she was making monthly payments to the IRS instead of paying it all off in one sum. Perhaps she'll claim to be doing the same thing with American Express. Either way, we're sure Iggy is still living a lavish lifestyle and stacking paper. 56-year-old George Clooney still has a long life ahead of him, but that's not stopping Hollywood from celebrating early. According to the New York Post, page 6, Clooney will be awarded the American Film Institute's 46th Lifetime Achievement Award in June 2018. Funny enough, this isn't Clooney's first Lifetime Achievement Award either. The Hollywood Foreign Press Association gave him the Cecil B. DeMille Award, too. AFI has complimented him with the title America's Leading Man, saying he's a modern-day screen icon who combines the glamour of a time gone by with a ferocious passion for ensuring art's impact echoes beyond the screen. Well, how about that? He's a new father to twins, a family man, and officially the coolest guy on screen. We're not sure how many Lifetime Achievement Awards exist out there in Hollywood, but Clooney has a head start to win them all.
Jolie and Jane together at last. Check out these shots of Angelina Jolie and Jane Goodall spending a few minutes together in Los Angeles at the premiere of Jane, the documentary film chronicling the life of the wildlife activist. And look, Angelina brought her kids. Speaking to People, Jolie said she was so happy to be there to support her friend and the cause that she's given her whole adult life to. She added that when someone with all of Jane's wealth of experience, knowledge, and wisdom tells us that we don't have unlimited time to save wildlife and environment, we really have to take notice. Jolie continued, saying that her children look up to Jane not only as someone who's lived an amazing, brave, and adventurous life, but as an example of a person fighting for all she believes in. The National Geographic film opens in limited release on October 20th. Dare we say it's Alexander Skarsgard's world and we just live in it? Want proof? Just have a peek at his best red carpet looks. The Emmy winner cut quite a frame in a tailored tux as he arrived at the 2017 HBO Emmy party with his trophy in hand. And when he was in the press room after winning the award, he didn't look that bad then either. He put together another dapper look when he stepped in front of the cameras at the Variety and Women in Film back in September 2017. And we're pretty sure every lady wanted to be his Jane when he made his way down the red carpet of the Legend of Tarzan premiere in Hollywood back in June 2016. Let's not forget about his appearance at the Costume Institute Gala a few months after, or the smile he flashed at the DGA Awards the very same year. But was there a better red carpet moment for the actor than when he walked with his brothers at the premiere of It? The answer is no. And even though the night belonged to his brother Bill, Alex made his mark yet again without even trying. Shall we say, scary good looking?
We'll see if Katy Perry's job as a judge on American Idol pays off, because if not, her $25 million paycheck could be a big mistake for the network. According to the New York Post, page 6, Katy is getting paid more than her fellow judges, Lionel Richie and Luke Bryan, and it's thrown ABC's budget for the show out of whack. Page 6 reports ABC was originally going to spend no more than $50 million on talent. They had to expand their budget for Lionel. Still, the legendary singer is reportedly making peanuts compared to Katy's salary. It's reported that Katy was thought to be a big get because of her huge social media following and potential ability to attract young viewers. But Lionel and Luke feel slighted by only earning around $7 million. According to page 6, they expected similar deals to Katy, but are in fact getting a hell of a lot less. This has become a very expensive show. If Idol doesn't work, it will blow up big time. Idol fans better tune in to make it worth it.
Star Wars director Rian Johnson may have just let the cat out of the bag. Yep, after the new trailer dropped, fans are clamoring to know one burning question about Episode 8 that's been driving them crazy ever since the title of the film was revealed. Who is the Last Jedi? Is it Luke? Is it Rey? Is it Kylo Ren or somebody else? And when we least expected it, Johnson decides to let everyone know with one simple tweet. It's Luke. A lot of fans lost their minds, and then other fans were quick to point out that we were already given this information. One Twitter user pointed it out quite clearly in the Force Awakens beginning scroll, while another reminded us the information came even before that. Either way, the trailer is the talk of the town, and everybody is waiting for the movie to drop in December of this year. Still to come, Paris Jackson reveals she wants to help people suffering with mental health issues. Lionel Richie isn't thrilled his daughter is dating Kardashian ex Scott Disick. And is the Kylie Jenner pregnancy costume gonna be a Halloween hit?
Paris Jackson was a stunner at the 2017 People's Ones to Watch party in Hollywood, but even she didn't expect herself to necessarily be in the position she is in today. The daughter of the late Michael Jackson told People magazine, "I originally wanted to just stay out of the spotlight and become a psychologist or a nurse at a psychiatric ward." Although Paris is now seeking a career in modeling and acting, her goals to psychologically help people aren't lost. She tells People, "I realized it would be a shame to waste the platform I was given. Having the ability to go into the acting and fashion world, I just figured why not use that to make my platform bigger? That way, instead of helping the world one by one with patience, I could help the masses." We're sure that Dad would be proud of his daughter's path. We've seen a lot of Scott Disick and Sofia Richie out and about, jet-setting around the world and expressing a ton of PDA. And apparently Lionel Richie has also been paying attention to tabloids. According to Us Weekly, Lionel isn't thrilled about his 19-year-old daughter sparking up a relationship with a 34-year-old father of 3. Lionel tells Us Weekly, "Am I in shock? I'm the dad. Come on, I'm scared to death. Are you kidding me?" We're not sure what concerns Lionel most, whether it be Disick's troubled past, alleged sex addiction, or other factors, but it doesn't seem like the singer has plans to politely say hello to Disick anytime soon. Us Magazine also reports that Kourtney Kardashian is also wary of the situation. Us reports, Kourtney thinks this fling with Sofia is a little weird, but nothing shocks her anymore. We'll have to stay tuned how Scott and Sofia's relationship plays out. Gabrielle Union is opening up about a very sensitive issue in her new book, We're Going to Need More Wine. The actress reveals that she suffered from multiple miscarriages while trying to have a child with husband, Dwayne Wade. According to People magazine, Gabrielle says, I have had 8 or 9 miscarriages. For 3 years, my body has been a prisoner of trying to get pregnant. I've either been about to go into an IVF cycle, in the middle of an IVF cycle, or coming out of an IVF cycle. Thankfully, Gabrielle has had the chance to experience children in her life thanks to her husband taking care of his nephew and 2 of his sons from a previous marriage. Apparently, she tells People, I never wanted kids. Then I became a stepmom, and there was no place I'd rather be than with them. Gabrielle reveals that sometimes when women claim they don't want kids, it's really due to hiding infertility issues, and an easier excuse than explaining the hardships and difficulties of being unable to have children. It's a tough subject, but Gabrielle is brave for her honesty. So if you've ever seen Jared Leto's wardrobe choices while out in public, you wouldn't think that he's self-conscious about anything. But the 45-year-old actor does admit that he's avoided watching Suicide Squad for that reason. The Blade Runner 2049 star tells Sci-Fi, I never did see the film. I just think with watching your own films, it can be too self-conscious of a process. Again, this is surprising because the Academy Award-winning actor and rock star chooses to wear outfits that definitely make him stand out. But Leto tells Sci-Fi that it's different watching your work, saying, you either like what you did and you're prone to repeat it, or you didn't like it, and it can make you self-conscious. I'm not sure how much win there is for me, but I read the scripts, so I know what's going to happen. Considering Blade Runner 2049 is so highly anticipated and well-reviewed, we'll see if he winds up watching that performance. There's a reason we saw Jake Gyllenhaal outside the Calvin Klein Collection fashion show during New York City's Fashion Week in September. According to People magazine, Gyllenhaal has been named the new face of Calvin Klein's Eternity fragrance, where he's featured on their worldwide print advertising campaign, which is a focus on the values of romance, love, intimacy, and commitment. It's fitting, considering Gyllenhaal recently told People magazine about how he wanted to become more of a family man. He says, I want to continue to be more of an adult than I already am, hopefully with a family of my own. So far, Gyllenhaal's only experience with kids has been as an uncle. He tells the magazine, my sister has raised 2 beautiful daughters. They are the most amazing girls. It's fun to send them home with a lot of candy. Sounds like Gyllenhaal has Dad of the Year potential. Winona Ryder was out shopping with a friend at the Grove. But with the second season of Stranger Things almost ready to debut just in time for Halloween, it's surprising the actress isn't getting more attention. The actress told Marie Claire magazine about her reemergence into pop culture, saying, it's so overwhelming. I don't know what it's like for really famous people. I keep hearing that people are dressing like my character. I'm like, what? Winona has been famous for a long time, but she did take a notable absence from the big and small screen before making a huge return in the Netflix hit series. Fame hasn't always been easy for her, though. She tells Marie Claire, I did take time off. It was mutual, I think. I just went through a tough time. But now she's back in the swing of it, set to appear in future movies and, of course, have Stranger Things spook everyone again this Halloween season.
Will Meghan Markle and Prince Harry be hearing wedding bells soon? Well, according to Us Weekly, they will. Yep, Us Weekly is reporting the happy couple will officially announce their engagement very soon. But Harry wanted to share the news with his family first so he could enjoy it before word spread. A source predicts we could know in as early as a month. And another thinks it will come in line after Markle wraps her 7th and final season of her USA Network show in November. A friend close to Meghan says it would be a security nightmare to do it sooner because she'd be followed everywhere. The friend also says that when the announcement does happen, she'd be behind Kensington Palace's protective walls, and she'll relocate to London for sure and will be on hand to plan a detailed media rollout. Here's how it will most likely play out. Harry and Meghan will probably hold a small photo call at Kensington Palace with just one photographer and journalist invited. And on the same day, we'll do a TV interview that will be syndicated around the world. And we can't wait.
Everyone can expect that pregnant Kylie Jenner might be one of Halloween 2017's hottest costume choices. Seriously, they're already selling a reality star in the making outfit, complete with a fake baby bump. So what are some of the other hot celebrity costumes we can anticipate? Bill Skarsgard's character Pennywise in It is sure to bring out a few scary clowns. Hugh Hefner's legendary legacy is likely to resurface on Halloween by those who wish to honor his life, perhaps even in zombie mode. Alicia Vikander's highly anticipated interpretation of Lara Croft might motivate some adventurous spirits out there. Look out for zombie Taylor Swift from her Look What You Made Me Do music video. Plenty will probably just make some updates to their Stranger Things costumes from the year before. And of course, there will be many versions of President Donald Trump.
Still to come, Blade Runner 2049 underperforms at the box office despite stellar reviews. And Justin Bieber shows off his new girlfriend on a night out in Hollywood.
Kelly Ripa has a leash on her live co-star Ryan Seacrest, and it's reported that she prohibited him from making a short appearance on Good Morning America. You know, the home of her former co-host Michael Strahan. According to the New York Post, page 6, Ryan was scheduled to be on Wednesday's show well in advance. He'd been on the show rundown for a week. Then Kelly threw a fit and told him he couldn't do GMA, so he pulled his appearance. Seacrest wanted to appear to help promote his new season of American Idol, but chose to remain in the good graces of Kelly instead. Page 6 reports, it's very clear Ryan wants to stay on her good side. She's an executive producer on the show, so she has a lot of pull. It's fair to say she has a lot of influence over him. He joined her show. It sounds like she still feels threatened. Page 6 also reports that Kelly's team denies this is true. Sounds like Ryan wants to make sure he doesn't get sacked by hanging around Strahan.
Looks like Ben Affleck and Lindsay Shookus are in the nesting phase of their relationship because we just shot them doing some shopping. We took these exclusive pictures of the pair in New York City as they stopped off at art galleries looking for that perfect piece. Could it be for their new home together? Guess we'll have to wait and see. Just a few days before, it was reported that Jennifer Garner was ready to meet the 37-year-old. So we should expect this new woman in Ben's life is here to stay. Shookus is a producer on Saturday Night Live, and Ben lives in LA, so there may be some discussion about shortening the distance between where they live. Maybe he's picking out some art together as a sign he'll be spending more time in the Big Apple.
Kim Kardashian is not wigging out here. The actress shared a not-so-PG rated Instagram picture with her fans with the caption, "I go blonde for that D." Apparently that's some new internet trend. If you can't put that together, we'll save you the details. But more importantly, that's no wig she's wearing. And apparently it's partly due to husband Kanye West's preference. According to People magazine, Kim said Kanye likes the blonde. Back in 2014, she reportedly discussed the 2017 dye job on her website, saying, "I've been talking about going blonde again for a long time, and I'm so happy I did. I know a lot of people initially thought I was wearing a wig, but it's my real hair." The F in fall must stand for fun, because blondes like Kim have more of it.
You'd think making $31.5 million over a few days would be a success, right? Well, not if you're the new Blade Runner 2049. The film, which has been praised by fans and critics alike, didn't reach box office expectations during its opening weekend, and some are now calling into question whether it can reach the heights it set out to reach. Many believe that the Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling movie would fetch around $45 to $50 million, but it only made $4 million from Thursday night previews, $12.7 million on Friday, and only $11.4 on Saturday and $7.4 on Sunday. Some are pointing to its 163-minute running time, which limits the number of showings it can have per day. Others are suggesting a lesser interest amongst females made it a tougher sell. Either way, it still won the weekend and can probably expect a few more good weeks before it closes its run.
Chrissy Teigen is ready to become a mother for the second time. The model reveals to InStyle magazine that she and husband John Legend plan to attempt to get pregnant through vitro fertilization. People magazine reports that the model has one frozen embryo left after past fertility treatments. And despite going through postpartum depression after delivering daughter Luna, she's ready to expand the family soon. Chrissy tells InStyle about the difficulties of postpartum depression, saying, "It wasn't just a mental thing of, I'm sad. I actually couldn't move. I have really good days and really bad days, and I don't tend to talk about the really bad days, but I would hate for people to think those days didn't exist. Chrissy also praises her husband for his support and positive personality. She tells InStyle, "He is insanely patient and such a dork, and he loves seeing me happy, even if that means watching The Real Housewives of Dallas with me for 2.5 hours." Through ups and downs, it seems like Chrissy and John's family will only be better as it expands. We recently saw Justin Bieber take his rumored new girlfriend, Paula Paulin, on a church date. It might have looked like no big deal, but Bieber has a confession. He's super into her. According to Us Magazine, they're totally smitten with each other, and church hasn't been the only place that these two have spent time together. Us Magazine reports that on September 27th, they met earlier in the day, and he insisted she go to church with him. Justin wanted Paula to meet the pastor, so he introduced her. But after the holy experience, things reportedly got a little more intimate and traditionally date-like. During dinner at the exclusive Soho House in West Hollywood, it's reported she had the salmon salad and he had the chicken salad. They were all over each other and didn't care who was watching. They left together after that. Well, it's cuffing season, and now that Bieber is done touring for a while, it makes sense that he'd settle down.
Bella Hadid turned her birthday into a family affair. That's right, the model turned 21 and celebrated the milestone event alongside her sister Gigi and mother Yolanda, and each of them were rocking stunning fashion ensembles along the way. We caught up with the Hadid family as they were leaving their downtown apartment before hopping into the car and heading to Bella's surprise party at Sadel's. Bella was a vision in a sexy satin LBD with strappy heels and a high pony, while sister Gigi wore pale blue high-waisted slacks with a super sheer strapless corset top. And mom Yolanda went for a more restrained look, rocking a chic all-black outfit and matching heels. Earlier in the day, we caught up with the birthday girl, making her way around New York City, and she was dressed in all white with knee-high boots. So, happy 21st, Bella. Here's to a stylish year. That's all the time we have for this week. With thousands of photographers stationed around the world, who will we snap next? To find out, tune in next week to Splash, the paparazzi's own TV show.